Hi everyone, Rich Sassman here with Century 21 Affiliated. That is Scott Swinford with Hancock Mortgage. Welcome to another Mortgage Tip Monday. So this one's all about being a competitive buyer in today's market. With every house having 3 to 4 offers on it right now, on average, now's the time to be the most competitive buyer. And it all starts with meeting with your lender early and getting that pre-approval before you're even looking at houses. And Scott, why do they want to meet with you early?
I agree. Well, hey, Rich, as we said, Mortgage Tip Monday, always the best part of Monday.
It is.
And it is. And this is a great one, so please pay attention to this. Rich has got some good information. Mm-hmm. So the reason to meet with your mortgage lender is you want to make sure that you're getting pre-approved.
Yes.
I've had clients that say, well, here's all my docs. Can you send me a pre-approval? Well, once we go through them, there might be issues with dates or balances on bank accounts or things like that. So we want to make sure we've got everything set, ready to go. So when I send that pre-approval letter to Rich, with the client, we know with about 98% accuracy that this loan is going to close. Exactly. And it's so important in the competitive market that we've got now, because agents are also looking at who the lenders are to make sure that these loans are going to close. If they've had bad experiences, they may look towards other buyers, and you want to make sure you're doing what's in your best interest to be ready to go when you see the house you like.
Yeah. Little sidebar. If your agent doesn't say, if you're selling your house and your agent doesn't say that he vets the lenders and everything, maybe you should be looking for somebody else, because you need to be looking out for somebody that's doing the best for you in selling your home. And before I even present the offers, I talk with lenders. I say, hey, does this time frame work with your company? Some companies are 40 days out, some are 25 days out. With the closing and whatnot. So if they can't close inside the contract time, that loses some faith. And you also ask, do you have all the documents, or do you have all the stuff needed? And those are just a few simple questions that I call and I ask for. And that way, when I present the offers later in the day to my client, I can say, hey, I've talked with this lender, confidence that they're able to close. They're great buyers, well qualified, blah blah blah, and I'm able to give some insight to know if the deal's going to be successful in closing. So sidebar is over.
Yeah, and very important. And again, because you want to do everything that you can do as part of our team, and which includes your lender, your real estate agent, your appraiser, all the folks on my team, plus the home inspector and everybody on Rich's team. Mm-hmm. We want to put you in the brightest light we can to give you the best chance to get that offer accepted.
Yeah, and so that's meeting with your lender early, getting all that stuff done. That way we can write a fast offer and get your offer accepted, and possibly beat out a bidding war before one even gets going. Seen that happen just recently. So the next thing is to figure out what your must-haves and what your want-to-haves or nice-to-haves is. So your must-haves is, you have 2 kids, so you need 3 bedrooms. You can't have a 2-bedroom house. Or if you have more kids, or if you have relatives living with you, you need that space. That's a need-to-have. You must have that. Nice-to-haves is paint color, ready to move in, different things like that that you have to that cost. I would say what I tell my clients is the things that don't qualify for the house, but you want to have, are things that are $1,000, $2,000 or less, that can be easily fixed or changed in the house to make it exactly what you want. So that's a nice way to have the nice-to-haves in the thing. So the third thing that you need to do is prepare yourself mentally for a bidding war. The national average is between 3 and 4 offers on every listing right now that sells. So your chances are you're going to lose out on homes. Hopefully not, but hopefully you have a great agent like myself that has not lost a multiple offer situation yet this year. But and part of that is working with great lenders that will back you up. When I submit offers, I tell my lenders, hey, I'm submitting an offer with this agent. Can you send them an email or give them a call and just help pump you up as a buyer, saying, hey, this person's 80% of the way there with being approved for the mortgage. All we need to do is have the house so we can run the numbers on the house and stuff like that. And stuff like that gives the other agent a lot of confidence that he or she can give to the sellers, and then the sellers go, oh, that sounds like an easy deal, let's go with it. So having people that know how to get offers accepted is a huge thing in this market, more so than ever right now.
And you know what's really important is you need to rely on your agent to guide you in the right direction. Because just because you're putting an offer in and gets accepted doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be able to close. I was reading, someone posted today that there was a home for sale. They took an offer that was $22,000 over asking price. You know, there's a possibility that this may not appraise. So there might be some issues down the road. So again, make sure when you're talking with your agent that you're saying, if I put in this offer over asking price, is it going to appraise? Do we have contingencies, and what happens if there's an issue? Because you don't want to get your heart set on a house and end up not being able to close at the end.
Exactly. And that leads me to the final thing that we need to talk about today, and that's don't let your emotions get the best of you. Trust your real estate agent to be the voice of reason for you. I'm not going to let my clients overpay for a house. Neither will the lender, because it has to appraise out. But our job is to make sure that you're putting in an offer on the right type of house for yourself. Make sure you're not compromising on what neighborhood you want to be in, your home features, how many bedrooms you need and whatnot. I had a client that was looking for 4+ bedrooms because they have a bunch of kids. And they said, why don't you just start sending me every house in this area? And I'm not going to send you the 2-bedroom because you're not going to be happy in that house. I want all my clients to be repeat clients, but not next year. So, and that's my go-to line. It's like, I'm not going to let you purchase a house that's going to be bad for you. So, whether it's condition, size, features, whatever it is. So that's my job, to take the emotion out of it and be your voice of reason. So,
and Rich, that's a very good point. I know that when we send folks out shopping, they're excited to see houses and they love to see houses. I get calls pretty frequently say, oh, we love this house, we have to put an offer in on this. And I said, what does your agent say? Because we, as a lender and as the agent, are really kind of supposed to take the emotion out of it and stick with the facts. Stick with this. Is this going to work? We completely understand that you love this house here, really, really like it. But we also want to be, like Rich said, we also want to be that voice of reason for you to say, here's some things that we see that could be an issue. What are your thoughts? And there are times where they'll say, I never really thought of that. But that's what we do.
Yep. And that's the biggest thing. This is the biggest investment of your life. We need to treat it that way. We're not going to gamble, say, oh yeah, this house will be that value sometime. Oh yeah, just because you're paying cash, that means there's no appraisal. You can pay more for it. No, it still has to be a good investment. There's always plenty of fish in the sea, and there's more houses coming on the market as we speak. I mean, we're starting to heat up with spring market. Listings are still down from this time last year, but we're getting closer, I think. And we'll start seeing some positive signs. The number of loan applications is down throughout the U.S. Is that what you were telling me earlier?
Yeah, they're saying, I saw a thing come through for lenders that said that the number of loan apps is down this month from where it was last month. Some of that may have to do with interest rates are going up a little bit. I think some folks are getting a little frustrated, to be honest with you, because they're putting in offers on houses and they keep getting turned down. So there could be a number of reasons for that.
Yes.
But it's not that they're not going to buy a house. It's just it's managing those issues that they're having. And again, that's what we do.
Yes.
You know, when someone calls and said, "Oh, interest rates are going up," they are, but it's not substantial. It's not a reason not to purchase. You know, I'll give you an example, Rich, here real quick. You know, in the early '80s, I think when you were probably what, elementary school or before that.
Yeah.
I remember that because I was in high school. Interest rates on loans were 17, 18, 19, 20%. And people were still buying houses.
Yep.
And then last couple months ago, they were probably at the lowest point they've ever been, and we were writing some things in the twos, some loans in the twos. Well, those same loans are probably low threes right now, just to give you an idea.
Yeah.
What the rates have gone up. But the average rate over the last 40 years is 7.25. So they're not as low as they have ever been, but they're still pretty close, and they're a lot lower than the average and much, much, much lower than the highest rates we've ever seen. So now it's a good time. But when you combine that with the lack of inventory and just so many people out there looking, I can understand if you get a little bit frustrated. So that's why you need to focus on, letting your lender and letting your real estate agent kind of explain everything to you and what's going on and how to win the offers, how to find the house you like to make you happy.
Yeah, and if you're looking at buying a house in April, May, June, July, August, you need to contact us today to get going with searches and the pre-approvals. That way, if something mysterious does pop up, old bill collection from 10 years ago, something like that you need to clear up on your credit to get you that much better of a rate, then you need to start that sooner than later, because credit bureaus, they don't tend to work as fast as we want them to. So, but other than that, if you have any questions, please reach out to me anytime. Other than that, do you have anything else, Scott?
No, just like I said, please take to heart what we're saying in this video, because it's absolutely true. When I say that Rich and I are here for you, we want to be that voice of reason. We want to be the one that you can bounce ideas off of, but more than anything, we want to see you be successful, and we're willing to do whatever that takes to make that happen.
Yep. So for another Mortgage Tip Monday, I can't wait to see you guys next week. That is Scott Swinford with Hancock Mortgage. I'm Rich Sassman with Century 21, and I hope everybody has a great week.
Take care.